So far, I've done a great job at hyping up Night of the Champions. Now, this is where things get a little tricky for me. This is the second year that it's been stipulated that whoever wins King or Queen of the Ring will challenge a world champion at SummerSlam. So this has a major impact and implications moving forward. If this was just a King of the Ring flat out with no stipulation for a world title, then I think this match would be perfect. This would be a perfect way to get Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, and without having to recycle the same storyline of a double cross. The problem is, it is a world title that's potentially at stake, or a WWE championship for that matter. So now, I don't like this at all. Both of your world champions are Gunther and John Cena. Whatever is the outcome of this match, it will be another rematch. Either way you flip it. The problem for me is, I think this is another example of the laziness that the WWE is starting to be known for. That's almost starting to be their calling card. It's like the writers and the officials aren't even trying. It's like they don't even care about professional wrestling being excited or unpredictable at all. They just don't give a damn. Because I think this is the weakest way for us to rematch WrestleMania. That's why I feel like we're headed with this King of the Ring finals. It's Cody Rhodes becoming King of the Ring and ultimately challenging John Cena for the WWE Championship. I really hope that I'm wrong. Like, I really do, because I have no ego involved in any of this. I just love professional wrestling and I want to see exciting matches. So I hope I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I'm so tired of WWE giving us a WrestleMania rematch at SummerSlam. Like, this is literally what they do almost every year. Is we get the exact same main event that we had at WrestleMania, only it's been about 4 or 5 months later and it's SummerSlam. I promise you, the next time that the WWE has a list of wrestlers that they released due to budget cuts, I better start seeing some writers' names on that list too. Truth be told, I wasn't too crazy about John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for WrestleMania. But due to the fact that this was John Cena potentially becoming a 17-time world champion, that was the only thing that gave me a peace of mind about our main event for WrestleMania. There's literally no other reason for John Cena and Cody Rhodes to have a match at any other point moving forward. I know to the WWE, that seems like the most logical thing to do. But for me, I got another L word in mind. And we've already said it. This is just lazy. Especially if y'all about to use the King of the Ring to have Cody get his rematch against John Cena. That's even weaker than having the damn rematch itself. The King of the Ring should be its own entity. It should be separate and devoid of any other previous storyline. It should introduce and segue us into an entirely new feud and a fresh look at a future superstar. Like what's really so difficult about that train of thought? Like I said, if it's just King of the Ring with no stipulation, then fine. Knock y'allself out. Let Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton do their thing. But this has world title implications. Even if somehow Cody Rhodes was to challenge Gunther, which wouldn't even make sense because he really does have an issue with John Cena. So why would he even skip John Cena to have a match with Gunther? That's the main reason why that option seems unlikely. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, Cody Rhodes won the King of the Ring and chose Gunther to have a world title match. Cody Rhodes and Gunther just had a weird ass match about a year ago in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel for the Crown Jewel Championship, whatever the hell that's supposed to be or even mean. And to my surprise, that match just didn't live up to the hype. So why on earth will we ever be trying to set up a rematch of that? Why the hell would I even consider wanting to see this at a SummerSlam with King of the Ring leading us into SummerSlam? Is the WWE really this hell bent on destroying every single event, every single storyline? So if it's even a 20% chance of the WWE writers thinking Cody Rhodes versus Gunther at SummerSlam, no, just stop it. Cut it out. I don't even want to think about that scenario. So I'll move on to what could potentially be the other options. And that's Randy Orton winning the King of the Ring. A lot like Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton has just had previous matches with both world champions as well. Randy Orton literally just had a match with John Cena for the WWE Championship at Backlash in St. Louis, which is Randy Orton's hometown. This shouldn't even be considered for us to see Randy Orton and John Cena again. The last time we saw that match is the last time we should see that match. That's it. It was a part of the retirement tour. Cool. Y'all had it in Randy's hometown. Even better. But for SummerSlam and for the WWE Championship again, no. Just no. SummerSlam looks like it could already be a failure before we even get there, based off what we're setting up through Night of Champions and the King of the Ring. So I'm not going to entertain that one either. That leaves us to the only other option, which is Randy Orton versus Gunther for the world title at SummerSlam. Almost identical to what I mentioned with Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton had a World Heavyweight Championship match against Gunther last year at Bash in Berlin, which is Gunther's backyard. Gunther won or retained the world title in his sandbox. And spoiler alert, Gunther choked Randy Orton out. He put the man to sleep. What more do we need to see there? That was a decisive win. There's no more that I need to see from Randy Orton and Gunther. Absolutely nothing. Zero. Especially not at SummerSlam. Now, with that being said, weirdly enough, that would be the only scenario that makes any sense. Is Randy Orton versus Gunther at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. So with all four of these scenarios that could possibly take place at SummerSlam, Randy Orton winning the King of the Ring and challenging Gunther seems to be the best option out of all this bullshit. And that's truly sad, because that's actually the best option and one of the worst booking decisions that I've probably seen this year. And we've seen a lot of questionable shit, but Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes for King of the Ring with a world championship at stake is just not the slam dunk that the WWE obviously thinks that it is.